Hi, Matt Beyer Organizing with When You Hate Clutter, but Your Loved One Doesn't. Since starting my business 18 years ago, we have worked with many couples where one is a keeper and the other is a shedder. The shedder is eager to unload old burdens and open up new possibilities, whereas the keeper doesn't like to get rid of stuff and tends to like things the way they are. It's a daily frustration for the shedder. Trust me, I know. You feel crowded at every corner. There's always a part of each room that's a daily eyesore. You keep trying to open up space in your kitchen counter, but the clutter keeps creeping back in. It's a constant tension, and you hear yourself arguing over the stupidest things. Only the stupid things are just the tip of the iceberg. What's below the surface is respect. For one, it's more about respect of space, and for the other, it's more about respect of possessions. So what do? As I'm always saying, you have to prioritize to organize. Only this time it's not just to organize, it's to step back and look at what's most important. Hopefully, harmony in your relationship is more important than having a Pinterest perfect home. My wife is fond of saying, "Is that the hill you want to die on?" She says that a lot. Start with reasonable boundaries. If being in an organized space makes you happy, then you are entitled to at least one area in your home that you can call your own and keep it just the way you want. But your cluttered companion is entitled to the same. It's a compromise that probably won't satisfy both of you, but what compromise does? I understand the frustration of shedders because you know both of you will benefit from an uncluttered environment, whereas you know neither of you will benefit from a cluttered environment. And it's even harder when a whole family has to live in clutter. So I'm not saying stay within your space and just suck it up. Here are two more strategies you can use to negotiate the clutter in your shared space. When you attack your loved one's possessions, your loved one can feel like it's an attack on him or her. That's because our possessions are an extension of ourselves. For shedders, our space is an extension of ourselves. We don't see it as empty, we see it as valuable. It allows us to see clearly, to access, and to process. If you're not able to do any of those things, then you have a valid position, but it is about you, because it doesn't bother your keeper mate. So, rather than saying, "I'm sick of seeing your broken treadmill in the basement," try this. My yoga classes are really helping lower my stress, and I'd like to practice at home in the basement. Could we maybe have a conversation about the treadmill? Now, it's likely that your loved one spent a lot of money on the treadmill, or may feel guilty about not using it. He or she may have been meaning to get it fixed and realizes it would be very difficult to remove. So be prepared to have helpful conversation about all those points. Then you can still be on your loved one's side, but still addressing your need. Do I guarantee that will work? Of course not, but I do guarantee it will improve your odds over going on the attack. If you are working together on a shared space, use the regret-free process. We use this approach on every project. The most important factor in getting through a large project is momentum. Nothing slows momentum down faster than having regret. Your loved one may say something like, "I just don't know if I'm ready to get rid of this yet." Rather than pushing him or her and risking regret, say this: "That's okay, but can we at least get clear on why you're keeping it?" Now, this should not come as a challenge to throw something out. So offer options. For example, are you keeping this for sentimental reasons? Then why don't we keep it with the other keepsakes? Or are you keeping this for a new home? Then what do you say we keep it in the crawl space? This is progress. You're not just shifting things from one pile to another. You're moving the process forward, because usually these items go to a more remote location. Meanwhile, you can maintain the vital momentum on the big clear out. When you are clear on why you keep something, that determines where it should go. So give these strategies a try. If you have some successes, I'd love to hear about them. And if you have some strategies of your own that work, please share those too. For more easy organizing tips, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.